Let's talk to Ross Clark because, of course, he's a columnist right here at The Sun, here on the News UK headquarters. Electric vehicle rules may be watered down, it says. Front page of The Telegraph. The Times, car maker blames EV targets as plant shuts. This is Vauxhall, who basically are no longer going to make electric vans in their plant at Luton. Thousands of people could be out of a job, potentially. Ross, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike.
Good to talk to you. I mean, we've been predicting this problem for quite some time. I mean, I think I wrote about it some months ago for The Telegraph, saying that, you know, not just the electric car manufacturing business, but the car manufacturing business in Europe, in Western Europe, is going to be completely hollowed out by all these Chinese imports, and so it's proving to be.
Yeah, the car industry is facing a crunch which was utterly foreseeable a year ago when this zero-emission vehicle mandate came into being, requiring 22% of cars sold this year to be pure electric, or otherwise manufacturers face a £15,000 fine for each vehicle over the limit. Well, up until the end of October, only 18% of vehicles, cars sold, were pure electric, and that's been the situation for about 3 years now. The market for electric cars has stalled at around 1/6 of the market, and of course, this 18% figure, that's in spite of car manufacturers, introducing great discounts and sort of trying to put off sales of petrol and diesel cars until January. And I mean, this ZEV is utterly going to kill them off. It's hard to see how any car manufacturer, other than, say, Tesla, which are pure electric, is going to have a future in the UK unless this measure is relaxed.
Well, that's right. And I mean, the reason why there was a sort of spike in the purchase of electric cars was purely and simply because of the subsidy that was handed out by the government to various companies, the tax break that was handed out to them if they bought electric fleets of cars instead of diesel cars and petrol cars, and also the fact that they don't pay road tax. But all of that is changing, isn't it?
Well, yes, electric cars are going to be subject to road tax, but they're still not going to be contributing to fuel duty. I mean, the government at the moment raises about £28 billion a year from fuel duty on petrol and diesel. If you charge your electric car at home, by contrast, you're just paying 5% VAT. Now, I don't think Rachel Reeves is going to sit by and watch that £28 billion of revenue disappear. So, at some point there's going to have to be another sort of tax on electric cars, probably road pricing, where you're charged per mile where you drive. So, the idea that electric cars are going to be cheaper to run than petrol and diesel cars, it's not going to, it might be at the moment if you sort of ignore the, well, it's not always true now, but, once the tax differential is eradicated, as it will have to be, the cost to run an electric car is going to go up very, very sharply.
And the cost of electricity, of course, is going to go up very sharply because the energy price cap has risen twice since Labour have been in, and it'll probably rise again next year. So as more electricity is required, it gets more expensive.
Well, under Ed Miliband's promise to decarbonise electricity generation by 2030, I mean, what we face is huge spikes in electricity prices, varying on the time of day. So, if you charge on a windy and sunny day, it might be affordable to recharge your car. But, if you're going to charge on a day where there's not much wind and solar energy, it's going to cost you a fortune. I mean, that's going to be the reality. And, the electric cars are going to push motorists off the road, and I don't think there's any doubt about that. But
and that's what some people would rather like, isn't it?
Yes, it is. As an anti-car lobby, you would like that.
How dare you want to use the road for actually driving on? I mean, for heaven's sake, for cyclists and scooters and all that sort of thing, isn't it? Very good to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed. We got there Ross Clark there talking to us about the demise of the electric car, because that's what we're looking at here. Because by the end of sort of next year, there will be companies now saying, well, we can't really afford to sell electric cars for as little as we do, so we're going to have to put the prices up, and that means people are just going to stop buying them, and then the second-hand market will disappear and nobody will know what is going on.